Divine Directions, Using Intuition for Business Decisions, by Omar Cook. Introduction. The role of intuition can be overlooked in a business world that is increasingly driven by algorithms and data. In the midst of spreadsheets, analytics, and other tools, intuition is still a powerful, but often overlooked, force. The whisper of an insight is often what leads to new ideas, and gut feelings are the ones that guide leaders into uncharted territory. The book Divine Directions, Using Intuition in Business Decisions explores how instinct and reason meet, making a convincing argument that intuition is a crucial component to business knowledge. The book explores the concept of intuition and its role in business. It debunks its myths and highlights its value. Intuition is a powerful tool for making decisions in a split second, navigating complex situations where information may be scarce or ambiguous, and enhancing leadership. You will learn both the science as well as the art of intuitive decision-making. Learn how to identify, refine, and harness your intuition skills, as well as integrate rational strategies with them to reach balanced and informed decisions. This book explores the opportunities and challenges presented by AI and machine learning, and how they can work with intuition in order to make more informed decisions. Moreover, Divine Directions does not avoid the ethical aspects of intuition in decision-making. This is especially true for diverse and inclusive work environments. The book provides thoughtful advice on how to navigate the subtle biases intuition may harbor and ensure that decisions are fair. This book is aimed at business leaders, entrepreneurs, and anyone who wants to improve their ability to make decisions. It offers a new perspective on how you can develop leadership skills that are in line with today's business demands. The power of intuition will help readers to navigate the complex business environment with new confidence. We invite you to join us as we embark on a journey of discovery and learn how to make intuitive business decisions. The book Divine Directions, Using Intuition for Business Decisions is much more than a guide. It's a call to reconsider the role intuition plays in the business world and the potential it has to change the way people make decisions, as well as the way they view their own mind. Chapter 1: The Power of Intuition in Business. The vastness of corporate strategy and the data-driven decisions that are made has revealed intuition as a powerful yet silent force. It is a force which has helped shape the destiny of startups and empires alike. The business world is undervalued when it comes to intuition, which can be disguised as gut feelings. The intuitive process is a unique blend of insight and experience that can cut through the confusion of data overload and indecision. It is important to note that intuition in business does not mean ignoring facts, but rather combining them with an uncanny sense of knowing, which is both accurate and often difficult to explain. Intuition can take many forms. It may be the sparks of inspiration that come spontaneously or the deep wisdom of experienced leaders. It's the invisible yet always present element of business that drives businesses forward. Intuitive decision-making has many benefits. The decision-making is accelerated, and leaders can make quick judgments to often outpace or even beat their competition. Intuition fosters innovation and creativity that may not be possible with logic alone. Intuition gives leaders a competitive advantage by helping them to react quickly on new opportunities or threats without having to wait for overwhelming evidence. How can one harness and recognize this incredible tool? It is important to acknowledge that everyone has intuitive abilities. They are an integral part of our being. It is important to create an environment that allows intuition to flourish. This involves quieting your mind and listening to the inner voice. This requires trust, a faith in the inner wisdom that is sometimes difficult to accept. To identify your own intuition, you need to pay attention to the emotional reactions that are usually our first indicators of intuitive insight. Paying attention to the subtle inclinations towards or away from certain decisions that do not immediately make any sense is what it means. It is an art to train yourself to recognize these signals and act on them before rational thought overpowers their meaning. We learn as we explore the nature of intuitive decision-making that this isn't about making rash decisions based on impulses, but rather about integrating innate wisdom and rational analysis in order to gain a holistic perspective of the situation. The value of the data is not diminished by this integrated approach. Instead, it's enhanced with human creativity and foresight. The power of intuition is enormous and untapped in the business world. As changemakers and leaders, our ability to be intuitive can help us transform how we lead and operate. This ability allows us to better navigate the business world with an extra layer of understanding and to be ready when opportunity knocks. It becomes clear as we examine the subtleties of intuition in decision-making that it is both a natural and an extraordinary process. Intuition is the result of a blend between past experience, unconscious reasoning, and emotional insight. It produces conclusions that are rarely matched by logical reasoning. It is not a matter of acquiring the skill, but rather recognizing it and nurturing it in ourselves and in our team. When leaders embrace their intuition, they often make decisions which not only result in successful outcomes, but are also closely aligned with the core values of their organization. The decisions are more comprehensive, taking into account the well-being of the employees, their impact on the local community, and long-term sustainability. In an era where transparency and authenticity are valued, leaders who are intuitive are praised for being able to communicate with their team and their stakeholders at a deeper, more meaningful level. This relationship fosters loyalty and trust, two important components for any business venture. In order to cultivate intuition, one needs practices that increase self-awareness, emotional intelligence, and mindfulness. To develop intuition, it is important to engage in reflective practices regularly, seek feedback from peers you trust, take time out for meditation, and unplug from constant information. The journey to integrate intuition into business practice is about more than just enhancing decision-making. It is about creating a culture that values and encourages intuition. Businesses that invest in the leadership of intuition not only flourish in terms of innovation and profitability, but they also shine as beacons for wisdom and values centered on people in an increasingly data-driven environment. Remember that your path will be unique and personal as you explore and develop your intuitive abilities. Every step you take is an improvement in your leadership style. Chapter 2: Developing your intuitive skills. Understanding the subconscious is the first step to a deeper understanding of intuition. The subconscious mind is a hidden force that operates below the level of conscious awareness. It processes vast quantities of data at a speed our conscious thoughts cannot match. In the fertile soil of our subconscious is where intuition grows. It draws from past experiences, emotions, and patterns learned to guide us. Understanding the subconscious can be crucial, as it helps shape the intuition that leads to new ideas and decision-making before the rational brain is even aware. In order to harness the power of our subconscious, we must practice techniques that will not only increase awareness but also help us strengthen its link with our conscious thought processes. These techniques are based on mindfulness practices. We can access our subconscious insights by bringing greater awareness of the present moment, free from past regrets or future anxiety. This connection is further deepened by meditation, which slows down the swirling thoughts and allows intuition to speak. Many people find that answers and clarity come to them in the calm aftermath of their meditation sessions. Journaling and reflective exercises are also important in cultivating intuition. These tools help to translate the cryptic messages from the subconscious into useful insights. Journaling allows individuals to capture their intuitive thoughts, and they begin to notice patterns. The solitude also acts as catalyst, providing a place where noise from the outside world is pushed aside and allowing a deeper dialogue to develop. It's important to note that developing intuition involves more than just improving our abilities to recognize its signals. We also need confidence in their validity. In situations with low risk, where errors have minimal consequences, intuition can be used to cultivate confidence. This allows one to experiment and follow their instincts without fearing any major consequences. Every successful result builds confidence, allowing one to gradually develop a strong sense of intuition. As with all powerful tools, intuition has its own pitfalls. Effective forecasting and confirmation bias are two common errors that can cause intuitive decision-making to go wrong. The confirmation bias can prevent us from gaining true insight. The process of effective forecasting or predicting one's emotional state in the future can lead us to make unrealistic predictions about the future. To mitigate these risks, you need to be able to think critically and have self-awareness. This involves examining the source of an intuition. Is this a true knowledge or a result of your current desires and fears? Balance intuition and rational analysis to ensure a holistic decision-making approach in which gut instincts will be checked by logical scrutiny. We learn as we develop our intuition that it can serve as a valuable advisor to help us make decisions, provided we nurture, understand, and use it wisely. The purpose of this chapter is to provide a guide for cultivating and integrating intuition into our decision-making processes. These skills will enrich our professional and personal lives, as well as the way in which we relate to the world. Chapter 3: Combining Intuition and Rational Decision-Making. The multifaceted, ever-changing landscape of business today requires more than just cold, hard numbers to navigate effectively. It also demands the warmth, insight, and intuition of intuition. The profound synergy of intuition and rational decision-making is the foundation for dynamic leadership. It allows leaders to not only make data-backed decisions, but also ones that resonate on a deep human level. It is important to note that integrating these two aspects of decision-making does not mean prioritizing either one. Instead, it means weaving them into a cohesive strategy in which each aspect complements the others, improving the decision-making process. To achieve a balance of intuition and analytical thought, you must understand that analytics provide the map while intuition is often the compass. The use of logical analysis allows us to understand terrain, assess risks, and determine potential outcomes. However, intuition allows us to navigate through foggy situations where data is ambiguous or lacking by drawing on a reservoir of past experiences, deep-seated knowledge, and emotional responses. It helps us to read between the lines and identify where human insight starts, not just data. The OODA loop, observe, orient, decide, and act, as well as the intuitive decision-making model, illustrates how intuitive insight can be effectively incorporated into structured decision-making. The OODA loop, developed by John Boyd as a military strategist, emphasizes quick observation and orientation of one's surroundings, which is enhanced significantly by intuitive understanding. The model requires observing the environment, understanding it with facts and emotions, making a decision based on a mixture of rational thinking and gut instinct, then taking decisive action. The intuitive decision-making model also integrates intuition into the decision-making process to ensure that the decisions made are both analytically sound and instinctively in line with the vision and values of the leader. When making decisions in high-stakes situations, where data might not be able to provide the full picture and quick decision are essential, intuition is crucial. In uncertain or complex situations, it can be a valuable guide, providing insights not immediately obvious through conventional analysis. Leaders can make more informed decisions by using techniques like scenario planning and intuitive judgment. It involves imagining different scenarios using both data and intuition. In addition, intuition is crucial in the resolution of conflicts between teams. Conflicts are often not just about surface issues, but also involve emotional subcurrents which data cannot address. Leaders can gain a better understanding of issues by using intuitive insights. Leaders can more efficiently resolve conflict by addressing the underlying emotions. This will ensure that the solution is both harmonious and durable. Leaders must also create an environment that values and encourages intuitive insight. It involves developing training programs to help people recognize their intuition and feel confident about it. This will encourage an organization culture that values both data-driven decisions and those that are intuitively driven. In the end, the integration of intuition and rational decision-making involves harnessing our full range of cognitive and emotional resources. Making decisions that not only achieve business goals but are also in line with all stakeholders' values and ambitions is the key. The purpose of this chapter is to encourage leaders to use their intuition as an important tool in their decision-making, enhancing their leadership to the level required by today's business world. This integration helps leaders make better informed and more empathetic choices, and also models a leadership style that is thoughtfully analytical as well as profoundly intuitive. Chapter 4: Creating an Intuition-Friendly Workplace. Visionary leaders are always striving to perfect the art of transforming a work environment into one where intuition is accepted and actively encouraged. The key to this transformation is creating an atmosphere that values intuition and encourages the sharing of experiences. This chapter discusses the importance of a culture shift in creating a workplace where employees can express their most profound insights and not fear ridicule. Leaders play an important role in embarking on this transformational journey. Not only must they advocate, but they also need to embody intuitive thinking in their team. It is important to be transparent with their intuition. They can share instances where gut instinct guided a choice or an intuitive leap lead to a breakthrough. This openness conveys the powerful message that business intuition is an important part of business knowledge and deserves respect. Leaders encourage teams to use their intuitive skills by offering support and rewarding those who take bold decisions on the basis of their intuition. The recognition of the importance and value intuition not only reinforces its use, but encourages more acceptance within the team. Training and development programs are crucial to enhancing intuitive skills across an organization. The programs must educate employees about intuition, its power, and how to use it. Mindfulness, meditation, and other practices that enhance the mind can be used to help improve employees' ability to trust and access their intuition. Experience-based learning that mimics real-world situations can be extremely valuable, as it allows employees to learn and practice their intuition in an environment of support, where they are able to see their results. In order to create an intuitive workplace, specific strategies are needed in order to make sure that intuitions can be nurtured and acted upon. Leaders can create spaces for quiet reflection, solitude, and introspection. These environments encourage self-reflection and subconscious insight. These spaces can be incorporated into the workday to facilitate intuitive reflection and practice. It is also important to measure the effect of creating an intuitive environment. Some benefits like increased employee satisfaction or a stronger team dynamic may be apparent immediately, but other effects, such as those on decision-making and innovation, need a structured evaluation. To assess the impact of these changes, leaders can use both quantitative and qualitative measures. The employee satisfaction score can give insight into the impact of changes on morale and engagement. Innovation metrics, meanwhile, can show the results that intuitive decisions have had for the products, services, and processes. The data collected and analyzed not only helps to justify intuitive practices, but it also provides a guide for further improvement. Leaders must also be able to integrate intuitive practices into existing structures and corporate processes. This integration requires aligning intuition with corporate objectives and making sure that it complements and enhances traditional business practices. This integration makes intuition a part of everyday business rather than a sporadic or isolated occurrence. It is more important to create an intuitive workplace than simply allowing for intuition. This is about actively nurturing this human ability and integrating it into the operations of the business. The chapter provides leaders with a guide to help them unlock their employees' full potential by cultivating and embracing intuition, a rich reservoir that is often underutilized. This will create a dynamic and responsive business environment where intuition is the key to success, and every employee can contribute to the company's vision. The journey to an intuitive workplace will not only improve the adaptability of the business, but it will also create a fulfilling work environment. Chapter 5: Future of Intuition in Business. When we look into the future, the need to integrate intuition with emerging technologies like AI and machine learning becomes more apparent. The convergence of human intelligence and machine intelligence offers a balanced future where they coexist to enhance each other's abilities rather than exist in opposition. This chapter examines the interplay of these forces and provides a unique perspective on how intuition will continue to be a key factor in business decision-making, even when businesses are becoming more data-driven. Artificial intelligence integration in the business world brings new data sources and analytics to inform decisions like never before. This data-driven method can miss nuanced elements of human nature that intuition captures, such as emotions, ethics, and deep human connections. This is where intuition comes in, providing insights algorithms may overlook. It also helps to understand the consequences of data-driven decision. In order to be successful in the future, leaders must not only know how to use AI, but they also need to have a good understanding of when and where to trust instincts. In order to maintain intuition in a world increasingly automatized, it is important that all levels within an organization make deliberate efforts to develop and nurture this inherent capability. Leaders need to create environments that promote intuitive insight and encourage reflective thinking. They must also ensure that technical skills are developed along with these human abilities. Training programs that promote emotional intelligence and cultivate a mindset that uses intuition to complement analytical thinking could be used. This means giving employees the opportunity to solve complex real-world issues that require them to combine data with intuition. As we move into a future that is more connected and technology-driven, it becomes increasingly important to consider the ethical implications when relying solely on intuition, especially in workplaces with diverse cultures and inclusive policies. While intuition is a valuable tool, it can be affected by unconsciously biased beliefs that are not in line with the organization's values of fairness and equal opportunity. It is important to examine intuitive decisions with a critical mind and to ensure that they are examined regularly for biases and that robust mechanisms are in place to correct and address them. It is essential to educate leaders and teams on these biases and the ways in which they can be mitigated. This will help maintain ethical standards and foster a truly diverse workplace. AI and machine learning can enhance intuitive decision-making, opening up new opportunities for innovation and business effectiveness. Integrating intuitive insights and data-driven analysis can help businesses gain a better understanding of their challenges, helping them make more informed decisions. Using this integration, businesses can not only improve their strategic capabilities but remain flexible and humane as the marketplace changes. The future of business intuition isn't just about maintaining human factors in decision-making, but also actively integrating these with technological advances to create an ethical and comprehensive framework for decision-making. Businesses that thrive in the future will be the ones that balance the unreplaceable insight of human intuition and the precision, scalability, and accuracy of AI. This chapter encourages current and future business leaders to promote this balanced approach. It will help create a new era in which businesses respect and use the entire spectrum of technological and human capabilities. Afterward, it's important to look back on our journey together as we wrap up Divine Directions, the nuanced interaction between intuition and reason. The book aims to not only illuminate the crucial role intuition plays in complex decision-making landscapes, but also empower readers to harness and trust this resource. We've explored how intuitive thinking complements analytical reasoning, allowing us to better navigate an ambiguous, unpredictable, and often asymmetrical business world. As we have seen, the future of business does not reduce intuition, but rather elevates it by pairing it up with advanced technologies such as AI and machine learning. The fusion of intuition with technology promises to create a new frontier, where the two not only coexist and cooperate, but also produce a dynamic synergy which can drive businesses towards unprecedented efficiency and innovation. The true power of intuition lies in the fact that it is deeply personal. You all possess unique intuitions that can be fully developed and incorporated into your decision-making processes to lead you towards a more effective and fulfilling leadership. In order to fully harness your intuition, you must be committed to constant self-awareness. Remember that cultivating intuition is a journey, not an endpoint. I hope the ideas and strategies in this book will not only serve as a tool for growth, but also as an inspiration to explore and grow. I wish you the courage to follow your instincts, the wisdom and clarity to combine them with analytical insight, as well as the conviction to act with conviction. I appreciate you joining me in this adventure. The insights you gain here will inspire and motivate you to use your intuition and data in order to guide your future. The Divine Directions, a compass to success and greater awareness in the business world and beyond, is what you need.